We do that because Texas courts are open to the public.
Okay.
All right, today's date is March 17th, 2022. In Knox County, Texas, I call cause number 9424 in the interest of Alexis and Ivan Garcia. What says the state?
Ready, Your Honor.
Present by audio and video is Amanda Prieto. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Also present by audio and video is Adrian Garcia. Are you ready to proceed, Mr. Garcia?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right. Ms. Coons, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Adrian Garcia.
Mr. Garcia, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, and speak up just a little bit. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Coons.
Mr. Garcia, since the last order was entered in 2020, have you had a change in employment?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and where are you currently employed?
I am employed by the city of Wichita Falls. I work for Animal Services.
Okay, and has your income also changed?
Yes, it has. I used
Okay.
to make,
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I used to make $23.75, and then it went to $14.05, and recently in October they gave the whole city a raise, and now I make $16.84.
Okay, so you're currently earning $16.84 per hour.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how many hours do you work per week?
40.
Okay, and are you providing health insurance and dental insurance for the children through your employer?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Now you and Ms. Prieto have 3 children together, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Does one of the children reside with you?
Yes, ma'am. Isaac Garcia does. That's our oldest son.
Okay. And the other 2 reside with Ms. Prieto?
Correct.
Okay. So besides those 3 children, do you have any other minor children?
Yes, ma'am. I have an 8-year-old daughter named Liliana Garcia.
Okay. And are you ordered to support your 8-year-old daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the health insurance through your employer, how much does that cost? The medical?
I pay on my medical $170.52 every 2 weeks.
Okay. And how many people are covered for that?
107 or 170?
No, $170.52
Okay,
every 2 weeks.
thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Coons.
Okay, and how many people are covered for the $170.52 biweekly?
Myself and my kids. In fact, this is my Humana card. I don't know if
Okay.
you see here, but I have all 4 of the children with Amanda, and then also I have, which is the Liana's card right here for the dental.
Okay. So you have 5 children total. I'm sorry, 5 people total, counting yourself, covered on the medical insurance.
Correct.
Do you know the cost it would be if you were the only person covered?
I don't know, but I know they would be a lot cheaper if it was just myself.
Okay. And for the dental insurance you're providing, how much do you pay for that?
$975.
Okay, and does that also cover the same 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you don't know what it would cost if you were the only person covered?
I don't.
Okay. Now, your son Isaac started living with you prior to the last quarter, is that correct?
Correct.
And at that time, the support was based on an offset of what Ms. Prieto, if she had a support obligation to you, would be ordered to pay for Isaac if she had an obligation. Is that your understanding of how things were addressed previously?
Previously we were talking about that, and I was told that she didn't have to pay anything, is what I was told. So that's what I was concerned about. Simply because I know I pay what I pay on both of them, but if I have to carry insurance and everything else on Isaac, like, I was just wondering, I mean, how that felt about
Okay.
it now.
Are you wanting the court to consider an offset when calculating your support obligation?
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time? You broke up.
Are you wanting the court to consider an offset when calculating your support obligation to lower the monthly support obligation you would pay since one of the children lives with you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And is there anything else that you believe the court needs to know from you to help make a decision about your case today?
I mean, besides it, I mean, I carry this my kids on everything. No, I mean, but like I said, that's $170 every 2 weeks, and I mean, that on top of what I pay right now on child support, according to this paper, it says I pay $483.92 every 2 weeks. I've been living broke for a long time, so with that being said, I just want some kind of support with Isaac is what I want.
Okay. I pass the witness.
How old is the child living with you, Mr. Garcia?
He is 16, ma'am. He'll be 17 in October.
Okay, so he's the oldest of your 3 children with Amanda, is that right?
Uh,
Ms. Prieto, do you have questions for Mr. Garcia? They just need to be in the form of a question right now.
No, I don't think I have any questions right now. That's
Okay,
fine.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. All right, Ms. Kuntz.
Your Honor, the state calls Amanda Prieto.
Ms. Prieto, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Prieto, do you have any other minor children besides the children you have with Mr. Garcia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and is it correct that your oldest child is residing with Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Alexis and Ivan reside with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where are you currently employed?
Market Street, we're under Albertsons.
Okay. And do they pay you an hourly rate there?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your hourly rate?
$13.25,
Okay, and how many hours do you work per week?
40.
Okay. Is there anything else that you believe the court needs to know from you to help make a decision about your case today?
Well, I would actually like to state that I don't have any other support in my household, unlike Mr. Garcia, who does have someone else that could possibly help with any form of bills not necessarily my kids, because I don't think they've been together that long, but I lack that extra support. So I am the sole provider for them, including the child support that I do receive. And I know I'm not paying child support on Isaac, but I do still provide for him. I send him money. I do pay his phone bill monthly. I recently bought him clothes and shoes, and I do also take him to his doctor appointments, because since he has been living with his dad, he has not gone to any appointments with him, minus the times that he has been sick. So I do still do everything for my child that does not live with him. And I also do that for the two that I do live with. Isaac actually still has braces on that need to come off. And since that is an out-of-pocket expense, I have Medicaid for them, but that is an out-of-pocket expense that Medicaid does not pay for. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, last time I was quoted was either $500 or $1,000, which me and Mr. Garcia would have to go half on. But I do not think that I would have that support from him. Same with Alexis. She needs to have braces as well. But I have not gotten around to that because I want to get Isaac out of his braces before I start this other one with Alexis. So, I mean, that's just my point of view, that I do not have that extra support, and I'm still providing for all three, regardless if not all three are living with me.
Yes.
So,
Anything else you want me to know, Ms. Prieto?
so it did come to my attention yesterday. I do have Isaac with me. Now, I had a question for you. So Mr. Garcia got upset because we are supposed to meet halfway tomorrow, which would make it Monday, Texas. And I am aware that he does work and that he gets off at 6. Now, he did make a comment to Isaac that if this happened again, then he would not be allowed to come down here for whatever reason, just to visit. Is that something that he can say to Isaac or even like impose to do? Because I went.
Isaac has nothing to do with this situation.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that. That was just one question that I did have.
So your arrangement is that Mr. Garcia would bring Isaac to Monday to meet you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. But Mr. Garcia is working until 6, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Garcia, how long a drive is it for you?
No, it's not a problem. I told my son, I told my son that yes, I could do that. But previously, like 10 minutes before that conversation, Ivan, which is our youngest son, is here with me right now for spring break. I had advised my son Isaac yesterday, and I told him, I said, Isaac, I told you before you even went down there, I said that I work until 6 o'clock. I was like, all week. And then come Saturday morning, I have to take the on-call phone. I'll be on call from 8 in the morning until 8 Monday morning. And then I still got to work all day Monday morning. And this is what I told him. Because Ivan, which is our youngest son, he said, well, Mom said, you got to take me all the way back. I said, I won't take you all the way back. I'm like, if this pertains to happen, I'm like, spring break comes again. I said, Isaac won't go down there. He doesn't have to go down there every spring break, is what I said. No, I didn't say that I couldn't meet her halfway. I never once said that. But what I am saying, I told Isaac, and it was away last night. I told Isaac, I was like, I'll meet her down there. I was like, on Friday. I said, I'll try to leave here by 6:30 to make it there by 7:30. I was like, please try not to be late, simply because I want to get back home, get sleep, because I got to be up at 8 in the morning on Saturday.
So you're suggesting that the meeting takes place tomorrow at 7:30?
Yes, ma'am, because I'll get out for work about 6:15. So I advised Ivan today. I said, have your stuff ready. I said, because we'll be leaving Wichita. I was like, before 6:30, and hopefully we'll be down in Monday. I was like, before 7:30, but 7:30 is whenever I plan to meet. And that was squared
Would
away
that-
last night.
Would that work for you, Ms. Prieto?
Yes, ma'am, that'll be fine. We do the exact same drive. It's the same distance between Mundy and Abilene and Wichita and Mundy. Yes, ma'am, that'll be fine.
So tomorrow you'll do 7:30 instead of the regular time.
Yes, ma'am.
That sounds great. Okay, let me run some numbers. It will take me just a few minutes here. All right, based on the evidence and testimony before me then, I'm going to order Mr. Garcia to continue to carry all 4 children or all 3 children on the health insurance and provide dental as well. And each parent will be responsible for half of the bills for any medical, dental, or vision care. As to the child support, I'm ordering Mr. Garcia to pay Ms. Prieto child support of $200 per month, starting April 1st of 2022 and continuing thereafter. It will not drop down. It will actually go up. Let me figure out what that's going to be. After Isaac graduates or turns 18, whichever happens last, then Mr. Garcia will begin paying Ms. Prieto $462 per month child support. The next drop down, let's see what that will be. The next drop down, Ms. Coons, would be $392.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Coons is going to prepare that, and I'm waiving court costs. Ms. Coons is going to prepare that order for my signature. I will sign off on it. There is a period of 3 business days, starting now, during which you can request a new hearing. If you do that, you get a new hearing in front of the district judge, and she would start over, or they'd hear from you both again and make their own decision. They're not bound by anything I've done today. But if nobody requests that new hearing within the 3 business days, then this order starts to become final, and you should get a copy of it by email or by regular mail within the next 2 weeks. If you don't get one, call the Wichita Falls AG's office and remind them to send one to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you all and to your families. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're free to go. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good St. Patrick's Day.
You too.